What's up, world? Hope you guys are good. It's your boy Sayo Martin again, Mighty. Another video. We're back from the Mobos. What an experience. Doing this video because everybody that's kind of phoned me has asked me, "Yo, how was it? Who did you meet? What happened?" You know, they've been asking me quite a lot of questions. Actually, sorry. Before I continue, let me put my BB on silent. There we go. So I decided I'm gonna do a quick blog about it. Video blog about it, and just kind of like let you know, guys know how the experience was. The experience, in a word, was interesting. We got to Glasgow Wednesday afternoon about 3 o'clock. We went with JS and John Louis. He was those are our boys, JS and John Louis, and we went together. Me, Triple O, all four of us were on the plane together. Some of the Ross Squad man were on the plane with us. Merkston, a couple of guys were on the plane with us. And in the airport, I know I saw Egypt. They said Chipmunk had passed through already, so people just kind of moving around. Because yeah, I think that's the only way to get to where we were going, to get to Glasgow, through Stansted Airport. By plane anyway. Every other way would be coach and train, or by car. But anyway, got to Glasgow. Considering the week of heat we've had in London, we forgot that technically Glasgow is not even in England. Well, not technically, completely it's not in England. Even though we're still in the UK, we're in a totally different country. So when we got to Scotland, when we got out of the plane, the cold kind of just hit me like, whoa, this is not the same. And I think it had just finished raining, or it was slightly raining, I can't remember, it was a bit wet. So we got there, nice atmosphere. I remember the first shocker was when we took money out of the machine, and it was totally different. It didn't have the Queen's face on it. It was some brown money, and I remember John Louis' face was at the beginning was kind of like, what? But yeah, we knew it was equivalent to the same pound we have. It's the same money, just looked different. Got KFC, went to the hotel, dropped the stuff down, changed. Then we went to the I think it's like a pre-ceremony party kind of thing, and we had to go and do the red carpet walk. Oh, sorry. On the way to the hotel, I'm gonna put the video of it on YouTube sometime. We got on the, what's the thing called again? The train to Glasgow, because we got in some next area, and we got the train to Glasgow. And on the train, we were kind of just talking, and these two women that were like, let's say, between 45 and 60, began to speak to us, well, to me, and started saying, oh, what are you guys doing? Are you from London? Blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. BB's almost dead, so she was just talking, chit chatting, and she asked if I wanted to. I saw there's a plug, so she asked if I wanted to switch places, so I can use a plug. So I switched places with her. Lovely woman, just talking. Then she began to talk to me, tell me she had daughters, and she asked me how old I was. I said I was 24. She said, "Oh, I got a daughter that's 26." In the accent, my daughter's 26. So I don't know how to do the accent, but yeah, her daughter was 26. She had 4 daughters, and then they had daughters, and so on and so forth. So she was like, yeah, we're just chit chatting. So I turned on my camera. My camera was on already. I was filming secretly, but then I thought, let me actually tell her. So I said, do you want to be in the camera? She was like, oh yeah. She thought it was a picture, so she started getting ready. She says, then she said, do you want to kiss? And she popped her lips up to kiss my cheek, and I just kind of, when you don't necessarily say anything, I just kind of diverted. I said, oh yeah, I'm just doing some recording. Yeah, man, we're going to record. It's not a picture, just trying to, didn't want to be rude and say, no, don't kiss me. And then she kind of clocked. She's like, oh, it doesn't want to kiss. Then she started saying, okay, we're going to go enjoy Glasgow, blah, 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 bye. So I said, yeah, bye, nice to meet you, bye. I'm sitting down, they're minding my business, and she grabbed my face and she kissed my cheek. Quite awkward. Triple O, JS, John Louis, they looked a bit confused, like, huh? And then she went. So that's a really, really weird encounter. So we just thought, wow, Scottish people are really friendly. Well, so far it seemed they were really friendly. So yeah, we got off. We went to the hotel. On the way to the hotel, a drunk man saw us and was like, because obviously we were dressed, fitted caps, baseball jackets and stuff like that. We were dressed kind of Londony, basically, you know. Um, we were just like normal Londoners, like normal young me. I had um, yeah, we're just a bit Londony, not really dressed like people how people usually dress in Glasgow, I guess. And somebody came up to us and was like, "Oh yeah, I could give you guys a record deal. You guys rap, right?" And it's almost like, "How the earth does we rap?" And he just says, "I'm not being stereotypical, but the way you're dressed and you're black, you guys must rap." It's quite funny, and he was probably trying to walk with us and talk to us, and when it's like the guy couldn't walk straight, he was clearly drunk, and we were trying to not be bad and push him away, but he wasn't stable. It was just a bit confusing. Then his friends just took him away. It was really awkward. But we realized that these people here are quite friendly, quite free to just talk to people, which was nice. Anyway, scrap all that. Got to the ceremony now. Got the cab to the venue. Went to the backside to go and get the tickets. We walked near the red carpet. We found out we needed to get tickets from the box office for JS because he hadn't got his tickets posted, so he went to the box office to go and get them. And we just heard screams. We couldn't see who was on a red carpet, but every second, every second. So we got the tickets, went to the red carpet. Obviously, we bumped into Four Corners at this time now. So we met with Four Corners and Bobby Bavell. So we decided, we're all going to roll together. Was that when we bumped into Four Corners? No, we didn't bump into Four Corners yet. Sorry, that's wrong. We had only bumped into Bobby Bavell. So Four Corners, we met them inside. So us and Bobby Bavell, we all went around and we all went to walk into we went on the red carpet, just pressed all over the place. Pictures being taken left, right, and center. And funny enough, girls were screaming and saying, "You guys look great! You look great, guys!" So we just, I remember I think me and Bobby, we just kind of chuckled like, that was funny. We went inside, went to the pre-party place. Tons of people were there. I remember Rizzle Kicks were jamming outside. Phaser was floating around. Inside, I remember I saw Chipmunk's people, but Chipmunk wasn't actually there. But all these, CMAR people were there, and there was free food, packed with tons of white people that I'd never seen in my life. But apparently these were like record execs, A&Rs, press people. These were like really important guys that were there. So we were just mingling, eating the stuff that they carry on their trays and drinking whatever they carry on their trays. Then I remember all of a sudden there was a bit of commotion. This is in the VIP area, and like someone was walking through with like four or five bodyguards, and it was Jesse J. And I was a bit confused, like why is bodyguards taking Jesse J through VIP, as if people in VIP are gonna be like, oh my gosh, because like no one really bothered, like no one was really too fast when they saw her. It was just like, oh, there's Jessie. And she went through, and then I remember when I popped out of the room into the corridor where people coming through. I remember just saw Rich standing there in his suit, just chilling, talking to one lady. Went up to see him, went to say hi. Asked him how he was feeling. And I said he's feeling good. He was a really cool guy, really relaxed. Yeah, then we kind of went through into the main arena to go and get our seats, and that's when you saw everybody. Everybody was there. I think by this time we had bumped into Four Corners by now, so everybody just rolling together. Bobby. I know Junior Car. I think Junior Car's in America at the moment, so he didn't come at all. So it was like Triple O, JS, Four Corners, and Bobby V. All of us all together, rolling through to our seats. So I mean, people say that you can tell who's on the Mobo by where they're sitting, and so I can't remember, but JS was like a couple seats behind, table behind us, or kind of the angles were weird, but he was like kind of behind us. Four Corners were a couple of seats near the middle, and we were on a table with some jazz guys and Bobby V, Bobby B, Bobby V, wow, Bobby Bavell, and we were there. If I said Bobby V in the past of this video, sorry, that is wrong. It's Bobby Bavell, not Bobby V. Bobby Valentino was not there. Then people start coming in. We're just saying hello to everybody, you know, bumping into people, old faces that I didn't even know, new people. I was just saying what's up to them, then saying what's up to people. Said hello to, you know, Labyrinth, Tiny, Louis Kessian, an up and coming singer, Angel, Marcus Oren, the Encore team and the Encore guys. Who else was there? Who else did I say hello to? The R&B guy, Omar. There's quite a few people. I can't remember who exactly. Who else was there? Anyway, and now the way the seating was really weird. The seating was weird because Jessie J was near the front. She had a furthest table. It all makes sense now because obviously she won 4. But at the time, I had no idea she you know what was going on. She had the furthest table. Behind her was Tiny Temper. Behind Tiny Temper was Tinchy Strider. Next to Tinchy Strider was Wretch. Next to was Chipmunk's table. Next to Chipmunk was Wretch. Near Wretch was Four Corners. Now, Chipmunk, Wretch, Four Corners, that area, they all had lights above them. Like they all had these bright lights above them. So it looked like that was the center of the, and it was directly in front of the little pulpit thing. They've got that little stand kind of thing that had the Mobo written on it. So directly in front of it. So it looked almost as if those were where the winners were. And obviously because Wretch is sitting there, I mean, I thought Wretch was going to be the biggest winner on the night. So I thought, well, I guess Four Corners have it. Obviously, I didn't say anything to Toby. I didn't say anything to Triple O. I just, you know, because obviously I wasn't sure. Then I must have asked one of the Four Corners brothers if anybody had said anything to him. Like, if anybody had come up to him and said anything. And he's like, no, they haven't been told anything. Then I remember I came to sit back in our seats. And because where we were sitting, there wasn't much light, and we were sitting near the side. And to be honest with you, because we were sitting next to Tiny Temper, I didn't think he was going to win anything. I thought, okay, this is the side of the people who are not necessarily going to win. The middle, the side of the winners. So, Tiny, no, I'm not going to say nothing about Tiny. That's not what I was going to say. So, then, at the beginning, this guy came up to Triple O. I was like, you junior guy? And Triple was like, no, Triple O. Okay, if you do win, your speech has to be 20 seconds, okay? This category, your speech is 20 seconds. Beautiful. And he went off. Now watch the guy. He walked right past Bobby Bavell and walked off and went somewhere else. So I was thinking, okay, why would he only tell Triple O? So I watched where he was going. He didn't go to JS's side. He just went somewhere else. Like, so I was a bit confused. I thought, okay, you know. Then, you know, popped up with Triple O to go and pray, just to pray that God takes complete control and that we just represent Him accurately and fully as we're there. You know, came back, show started. They said to him again, don't leave your seat after 9:30. Okay. Then on BB, everyone started saying, "Oh, well, congratulations, Triple O, congratulations, Triple O." Apparently, it was leaked on Choice FM's website. We didn't know this at the time, because obviously we're in the Mobos and everybody's BB was that BBs were just dying. Everybody, like famous people, normal people, everybody BB was just dying. So you know, performances were being done and blah 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 blah. And you know, just kind of getting more anxious and anxious. And because I was feeling nervous, I was thinking, I don't know what you're feeling, bro. Like, I don't know what Triple O was feeling. Because if I'm feeling nervous and I'm not even the person who's nominated, I don't know how you're feeling. So just sitting down, chilling, just, you know, here and there, sometimes mingling with different people, talking to different people. Like I remember I was talking to some of the guys from Ross Squad. You know, say what's up to Strider during the show, just talking to people. And then, you know, Triple already told me from even before I came that if he wins, I have to come on stage with him. That you know, it's not about him going on that stage, you know, on his own. That I should just, you know, just come and support. So I said, of course, man, cool. So we was waiting there, and the jazz guys on our table won, you know, and they were thrilled when they came back down. They popped up on the champagne. The guys were really enjoying themselves. Then the guy came and said, Triple O, you know, if you win again, speech no more than 20 seconds. Thank you. Walked off. Now, the jazz guys were like, oh, congratulations. And we were like, huh? So, yeah. You've won. So, how do you... Well, that's what they did to us. They came and told us just before the time, you know. By this time, I realized that the lighting doesn't matter, because whenever they showed on TV Jason Derulo and Alicia Dixon sitting at a table, it was always behind us where the lighting was. I'm doing a vlog, bro. Um, Whenever they showed them, they were always behind us, and they always carried these little lights with them anyway on camera. So basically, it's like, even though there wasn't any light there, when the camera came around, they brought their lights anyway. So, you know, my light theory was kind of thrown out the window. It doesn't matter where the light is; they always bring their own lights anyway. So I kind of thought, oh, maybe he has won this thing. Now people were like, oh, didn't you know he was going to win? Blah blah blah. Even though we had a strong feeling that Triple O might win, it's like you don't want to get ahead of yourself and start thinking, yeah, 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 yeah. It's almost like, okay, let's see what happens. So even after she said the nominations and the winner is, we're still waiting to see, is it Triple O really, or waiting to see if there's going to be another name. Even though they already said to him 20 seconds, it's almost like it wasn't real until they said the name. So of course they shout out Triple O. Um, that was quite shocking. Just thinking, okay, wow, okay, he won. But then all of a sudden, when I could hear "Come Home," and obviously in the arena the speakers are the sound is amazing, and the speakers are big, and just hearing that just blasting in the whole arena, just people just hearing "Come Home, home." That was amazing. So we got up, we obviously walked to the stage. Just as before we got on the stage, they gave him a mic, then they gave me a mic. I was kind of like, no, it's cool, but then they, so obviously I had to take the mic. Went on stage, had no plan to say anything. That wasn't part of the plan at all. We weren't really briefed on what to do on the stage. We weren't really briefed on anything. We weren't even briefed on how to get off the stage. Should we follow Labyrinth and them, or no briefing at all. Which is why at the end of his Triple O speech, he had 20 seconds, and there's a timer that actually tells you how long you have. They're counting you down as you're there. So obviously he had to keep it short and sweet. Then when we were done, we just came off stage, sat down. Jazz guys were toasting us and blah 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 blah, and it was beautiful because after that, obviously everyone knows who won. JS came over, Four Corners came over, Bobby Bavell was already there, and we all just chilled together for the rest of the night. For the rest of the ceremony, we were just chilling, enjoying the drinks on the table. The reggae. He's got some banging drink with coconut, pineapple, and lime. Beautiful drink. Yeah, we're just drinking, just chilling, just talking, just waiting for the show to finish. Then it ended. It was time to go to the after party, because that's where you meet more people, and all of our aims are just to meet more people and just do a bit of networking, to be honest. So, but I don't know where we don't know where Triple O vanished to. So I was in the queue to the coach. So all the VIP people were taken by coach to the club, and I was in the queue with JS and them, and we couldn't find them Triple O, and we couldn't find where it was. And this girl that came to me in the pre-party when I was leaning against the stage, this young white girl came over to me, and the music was playing, and she stood beside me on the stage. And I remember one of the Four Corners brothers was watching her because he was just wondering what she was doing, and she was kind of looking at me, and I was like looking at, okay, a bit confused. But then she started dancing and sliding over to my side, so I moved a bit to the side again, and she started dancing a bit more. Then I moved a bit to the side again. Then she started dancing, to the point where she was actually touching me, like her side was touching me. So I kind of walked away to go and get a drink. It was just really, really weird. So this white girl came again, but I think this time she was drunk, and she was poking my arm in the queue. And I remember Jess saw her and was like, "What was she doing?" And I was moving, kind of moving. Then she turned around and started rubbing her bum. It was really weird because I turned away, and she turned around and started rubbing her bum on me. Now I didn't know it was her. I just thought somebody was just, the crowd, people touching each other in the crowd, general crowd stuff. So I moved away, and she started doing it again. So as I was moving away this time, she was following me. So I just kind of walked faster and went like in a totally different direction, because it was just weird. It was just really, really weird. And then I had to find Triple O. I was calling him, he wasn't answering. Then he picked up eventually and said he's in Unit 3 doing interviews and so on and so forth. So he was being interviewed by tons of people. But my battery was dead, so I went to the wall where there's a charger. I started charging my battery in the lobby. And because I needed a special pass to get in there, I didn't really have time to be arguing with the security guys again. I'm just tired, just didn't want to argue. So I was just chilling there. Then that's when Phaser and Dappy were just doing madness, just rolling through. I remember Phaser was with some guys and he was drinking out of a bottle. just gave the guy the bottle, and all of them just they were behaving quite crazy, to be honest. Fazer more than Dappy though. Just said what's up to them, cool. And when they were just kind of, I don't know who they were waiting for, but we were just waiting in like a lobby. Then Triple O was being interviewed for time. Then the last coach was there, and the woman was like, I think it's the last one. I don't think there's anybody left. So we went around. We had to go and get him this time, and he had just finished. So we got him. We got on the coach with Adam Deacon and a guy called, I think his name's China. He's in another hood with Adam Deacon. Apparently he wrote the story, I think. And we were chilling with them, and they were on the coach with some models, and they were just relaxed, cool. Adam Deacon was talking exactly how he talks in the films with all the fam. Yo fam, man. Yo bruv. Proper like road. It was so funny. And I think they were drunk. I'm not sure. But they were having some deep conversation with the girls at the back, about families and, oh yeah, I've got 2 brothers. Oh yeah, my dad left when I was young. Just deep conversations with people they don't really know. It was quite interesting. Then we got to the club, got out, showed our wristbands, went in. It had like 10 different rooms, it was a really, really weird place. Stairs all over the place, rooms all over the place. One music in bars all over the place. One type of music in here, one type of music there. Then there was a main arena, food flowing around. They had chicken. They had like these garlic bread with like cheese and vegetables that was almost like a pizza. Then they had potato skin stuff with cheese and so it's just a lot of stuff. Not much flavor in it, but food is food, isn't it? So Bobby Bravell there, Four Corners were there, Jace were there with us. Everybody just going around talking to different people, talking to some radio DJs, talking to some record execs, and obviously some people dancing. I remember I walked into one room and I just saw like casino tables and tons of guys were just gambling. All these, rich-looking white guys and Chinese guys were just throwing away money basically. Just left there. That was really strange. And there were just tons of people there. It was interesting because it was a lot of white people. There was very few black people, but a lot of white people. Of course, it's Glasgow, so it's to be expected. But this I think this was VIP. So most of the VIPs weren't actually from Glasgow. The VIPs were from like London and different countries, and there were models and But there was a lot of. It was interesting for an event that focuses on music of black origin, for there to be more white people than black people. I thought it was quite interesting. Not a problem, just interesting. And my charger, my battery was dead. All over the place, people's batteries were dead. Everyone was always looking for chargers. And I remember Adam Deacon was looking for a charger as well. So my battery was dead. So I went to one of the rooms upstairs, me and Toby, and me and Triple O. He plugged his charger. I plugged my charger. I was charging. Then he went to go and do a bit mingling. I kind of sat there for the whole night, just with my phone, just chilling. I was tired. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to do some networking, but most of the people I wanted to talk to were kind of basically drunk. Most of the people who had anything to say to me were really drunk, and then the rest were just like random people that I didn't really know. So I didn't want to just start going up to a random person in the club and start talking because it would be a bit rude when I realized that they were just, I don't know, it's just a bit rude to just start talking to them and then stop talking to them. And then I just didn't want to talk to girls in the club because, yeah, I didn't want to look like I was suggesting something I wasn't suggesting. Because that's what it really looked like when that was the kind of vibe it was. There was a lot of kind of, yeah. There's a woman that was standing beside me, and she did that, and then she went to put it on my face. Went to put it in my mouth, and I kind of moved out of the way, and she hit my cheek, and I was just like, what? So I was basically running away from people. So I sat in the room, and I'm just on my phone, just trying to get to charge, just chilling, really, just taking it easy. I could hear the music and all the stuff going on outside, but I was just, just there, just wanted to keep myself to myself, to be honest. I know everyone's like, oh, you should have talked to this person. To be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of famous people. I'm more a fan of useful people than famous people. I'm more like to talk to somebody who was like unknown but very 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 brilliant in what they did, rather than someone who's famous who I didn't really rate too tough. Like, I'm not to sound bad. I know these guys are, great artists and so on and so forth, but I don't have a special, interest in speaking to them or being around them, to be honest. So it wasn't like a, whatever to me. But I spoke to everybody at the end of the Mobo events. I spoke to everybody. Emily, Sandy, how do you pronounce her name? I spoke to Jason Derulo. He was tired. I spoke to tons of people. Can't remember who I spoke to now. Only people I didn't speak to was Jessie J and Chipmunk, to be honest. That's what Chipmunk seemed to be in some sort of different zone. Very, very. He seemed like he was walking on clouds the way he was, so I just kind of left him. Real weird. And Jessie J seemed to be surrounded by her team quite a lot, so you have to kind of squeeze through people to say hello to her. So I just thought, just leave that out as well. So I mean, in the after party when people coming in, I was like, oh, some black girl came in, I was like, is that someone's charger? Oh yeah, you got a charger. Is that right if I use the person's charger? You know, if they mind. I know she was triple. I was like, yeah, he's battery's kind of dead, so he's just charging it. She was like, okay, cool. And she saw my charger in my hand. She said, oh, you got a charger? Came over. She sat right in my lap. I've never met this girl in my life. She sat right in my lap and probably like pushed herself down to sit, to get comfortable. And I was like, whoa. I said, oh, she was like, oh no, I just want to use your charger. She thought I was saying whoa because of the charger. I'm saying whoa because you're sitting on my lap and I don't know you, and you're just sitting on my lap. So I kind of like said, hold on. So I kind of hoisted her up. She kind of got up. Said, if you want to sit down, you can have a seat. She's like, I don't really want to sit down. I just really want to use the charger. And I think just then, Triple and JS walked in. I think it was just Triple, and I told her it was him, and she went to talk to him and blah and whatever, and that was that. And just lots of people just coming in and out. People just trying to network. A lot of people were tired though, and it finished about 1 or 2. No, it finished about 2. Finished quite early, and people just went home. We went back to the hotel. We were tired. We were just conked out, and it was brilliant, interesting experience. I did get a few contacts from a few people. Spoke to a few people. Spoke to Jamal Edwards, the guy that runs SPTV, and he was a cool guy. As much as he's a professional, he was still a young man. He was just a very cool young man. He really behaved like a regular young man. Rizzle Kicks, I spoke to them. They were really like humble. They were just regular. They just behaved very regularly. They didn't really seem to be putting any divish tendencies. They were really cool. And yeah, it was an interesting experience. Thank God Triple O1. A shout out to Bobby Bavell, Four Corners, and JS there. Their support on the night was amazing, especially JS, true gentleman, I must say, true gentleman. All of them were just we just really enjoyed ourselves, and we were very much together the whole time, just all together, just enjoying the experience and journey together. And that was how the Mobos was. Sorry that the video is so long, but people wanted to know, so that's how it was. Got some footage of various things. It was an interesting night. Would I go back to Scotland? To be honest with you, probably not. I'm not used to dealing with people so forward. And I don't know. I mean, I can't blame Scotland, but I met them in Scotland, so that's what I can do. But the people are too forward for me. Not Scottish people, the people that I met, they were just too forward for me. I can't really. I'm not sure how to deal with people who are just like so in your face. I mean, people grabbing me to kiss me, and people trying to put their lips up, their hands on my lips. So like what? I mean, yeah, it was just so interesting. And yeah, by 1 o'clock, everyone was drunk. To be honest, we saw one guy in a cab. Was like, "How did you guys enjoy the night? Yeah, man. You guys win. Oh yeah. I'm an editor from the Sun." And we're like, "Oh yeah. Can we get your card? Can we get your card?" My God, I'm drunk. Like, I was like, wow. And I remember JS even said that. How do we even know he's who he says he is? He could just be saying that. Like anyone could just lie. As long as you got a band, you can say you're anybody. and people are gonna believe you because you're in that room and you're in that place. I could have gone and said, yeah, I'm Jesse J's manager. Yeah, just just wear a nice suit and pretend, and people might believe me, depending on who you were. But yeah, overall it was a great night. Interesting how the setup of the Mobos was, but I'm not. I'll leave that to maybe another day or something. But yeah, man. Would I go again? Definitely. Would I particularly go to Scotland on my own or anytime? Not too sure about that. But I must say it was a beautiful place though. Like we saw a river, and the way the water just flowing is beautiful. It is a beautiful country, I must say. And the people are lovely. I will say that the people are really friendly. Just that I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the aftershave I was wearing. Don't know. But yeah, that's it, guys. You know. So hopefully we've met some people. We're gonna build some relationships, and as soon as the opportunity arises to share love and share the gospel, we shall do so. So just keep us in prayer. Keep all the nominees in prayer. Everyone that went there, because everybody met someone, and everybody kind of made connections with people. So just keep all that in prayer. Thank you very much for watching.